Hey guys, it's me, Michaela, and welcome back to my channel. I've been gone for a really long time, and today I just recently started playing Parenthood. I got it a couple days ago, and I thought I would show off my Sims collection. I've been playing since I was a little girl, probably about 8 years old, and let me just tell you, I've been collecting over the years. And these aren't even counting the ones I have downloaded, like on Origin. But let's bring out the stack here. It's a lot. So the first on top, I'm going to start with the newest ones. Well, actually no. I think I should go with the ones that I got first and that kind of thing. I turn it sideways like this. The first ever Sims game I got was obviously The Sims 3. And this was my favorite game to play, even without any expansion packs. I would just have so much fun living our daily lives until I discovered you can add on to this game. Like, that was the biggest discovery I made as an 8-year-old. 8, 9, 10, I don't know how old I was really. Katy Perry's Sweet Treats. I really had fun with this one, even though it is just a stuff pack. But you can, like, download a bunch of stuff to it. Like, see this gelatin pool there, you can get that. The fountains. I had so much fun. I love to decorate in The Sims, and I really loved the slip and slide, and so did my Sims. This combined with the next expansion was probably the funnest for me at that age. I'm gonna restack them over here. Supernatural. I saw the trailer for this, or like a video based on it. I don't think they made trailers for The Sims 3, I could be wrong. But the Supernatural was really fun. I had fun having a household of all fairies, or like all the different kinds, and having them level up in their magic skill and transforming things with their wands and just going on broom rides. I had so much fun with this, and I 100% recommend it if you still play Sims 3. I know a lot of people do. And on the back it says Plants vs. Zombie mode because I got the limited edition. I do have that. I just don't have sim points to actually grab them. I remember zombies would always eat my plants and ruin them. Did anyone else have that problem? That was bad. Create supernatural shims. That was the funnest for me because I could like transform into the dark mode. And I also for Sims 4 have the vampire expansion, which I really enjoying, but I wish they would have done something more. They need something like this back. They need to add all of it, okay? And I got the limited edition on that. Next one, World Adventures. Another one I really enjoyed. I didn't find this one until I was like, I don't even remember how old I was, maybe 11. But you could basically travel to 3 different places. France, Egypt, and China. And I had fun exploring through the tombs, and I did this for like 8 hours. I had the most fun out of this one. Probably. I'm going to say that about every single one of them because I love them so much. A fact about me is I've never played Sims 3 Ambitions. I think that's the only one I'm missing from my collection and various stuff packs and stuff. But if I'm missing any in this video and you want to comment down below and tell me which ones you recommend, go for it. Yeah, I had fun leveling up in their different skills, mixing different types of drinks with the thing, I don't remember what it's called, but you could mix wines and stuff. And I just had fun traveling with my Sims and having them explore, and it was really fun. I might actually start playing Sims 3 again, because that was just a blast. Dragon Valley. Unfortunately, I could never play this one, because it wouldn't load on my computer. It's brand new in the box. And I just couldn't use it, and it looked really cool because you can have your own dragons, and I never got to play it. So it's just for show now. A stuff pack. I don't like stuff packs. I don't really like stuff packs because there's nothing really useful in these stuff packs. They're like decorations. But again, in Sims, I really do like decorating, and I like building different buildings and all that kind of thing. So I got the movie stuff, and I had fun kind of making my own movie set and taking pictures. If I can find any, I'll probably add them in the video towards the end. So yeah, the movie stuff. The diesel stuff. This was probably the most unnecessary one that I've had. They just added clothes and like it wasn't the diesel I thought it was. Okay. But it was still nice to have all the clothes and like the more modern decorating items. I enjoyed that a little bit. The university. One thing I really enjoyed them putting into The Sims was the university, because I could send my Sims off to college. The college part was really boring for me. I didn't really know what to do in college. But just the partying and like all the stuff you can buy. And they had a new death in it that I didn't know about. And I had to reload my whole Sims game, and I didn't even save for like a really long time in it, and I lost so much progress because my Sim died. They added in pull-out beds that you can pull out through the wall, and your Sim would try to grab it from the top, and it collapsed on my Sim and killed her. I liked all the like geeky little things they added in. You could be a jock. You could be anything you really wanted to be. I love that about The Sims. I liked the fires and the laptops you could use anywhere. Yeah, it was just a really fun expansion, and I really liked how they added in the washer and dryer. For some reason, I like doing chores in The Sims. I don't know. It just gives me something extra for the parents to do or whatever. I feel like I need to slow down my talking. The showtime. That was a really fun one, too. I had a lot of fun making my singer, and I named her Ashley. If I can find a picture of her, too. I'll try to put it somewhere in the video. I don't really have editing skills. But, yeah. And I would have her perform on stage. She would sing. Or I'd make an acrobat. Or I would make a magician. It was just so many possibilities you could do with this expansion. I just had a lot of fun with the base game, too. Like, the things I would do, I would get creative with it. The Pets expansion is probably my all-time favorite, besides for the World Adventures and the seasons and all that stuff. I like a bunch of these games because they're great. I had so much fun with the pets because I could add my own pets in. I could make a whole pet mansion where I had like sections for different animals, like smaller animals that I collected myself from the wilderness. Or I could grab a unicorn from the wild, and I have found quite a few unicorns. If you still play Sims 3 and you want me to show you how to get a unicorn in The Sims 3, let me know, because I am very educated on The Sims 3. And I liked riding horses and playing with the cats and just having a house full of cats and dogs and all that good stuff. And finding random wild animals that you can actually tame yourself was probably one of the coolest parts about it. Another really, really cool one that I enjoyed throughout my childhood was The Sims 3 Paradise. I remember having my Sims transform into mermaids and going on adventures in the ship, kind of living on the island. The only thing about this one is if you live on the island, you need to turn off seasons, or else it will kind of ruin the island, you know, because you can't really have snow on an island paradise. It's just a nightmare. It's not a paradise anymore. I had fun building my own motels and hotels and like that kind of thing in it. I had fun with the boathouses you can make. I just loved doing that. Like, that was one of my favorite parts about it. Next one up. It's an expansion bundle. This had both the World Adventures and the Generations. I only wanted the Generations out of this pack. And what ended up happening was I gave the World Adventures in here to a friend. So yeah, the Generations is an all-around great expansion. You can teach your children how to drive and that kind of thing. I don't really remember too much about it. I just remember adding a bunch of stuff. Oh yeah, and bachelor and bachelorette parties were a thing when you got married. So I'd have a lot of fun with those and kind of like setting it up and doing all that. Next one. The starter pack. It has the original Sims 3 because I think I lost the disc to the actual Sims 3, so I had to buy another one. I don't really remember why. I also played The Sims 2 a lot, and I can't find the disc to that, but I had like every single expansion to The Sims 2. I have the late night in here and the high loft stuff. Again, the high loft stuff is for like building and stuff. Late night, there's not really much to say about it. It added a lot of really cool things in it. But it was a good expansion. I think it added in vampires before Supernatural did. Seasons. Another all-time favorite. I loved carving pumpkins and like doing the things in the summer and the winter. I especially like the carnivals and stuff, that little like seasonal festivals, like the Valentine's Day ones and the swimming. They added a bunch of stuff, the snowboarding. That was all really fun. Now we're getting into the more recent stuff, The Sims 4. I don't think The Sims 4 is organized. I'm not sure. Oh, maybe it is. I don't know. I think I originally bought Sims 4 on my computer. I'm not sure though. But one expansion bundle is Spa Day and the Perfect Patio stuff. I like the Perfect Patio stuff because it added in like more decorating, of course, and I love decorating on The Sims. Spa Day added in like really cool spa things for your sim to do to kind of wind down and relax, which I enjoyed. And it added in the wellness skill, and I can actually do yoga in the game, and I enjoy doing yoga in real life. So it made it a little more realistic. Get to Work is my favorite so far, besides Parenthood, the recent one I got. This one is a lot of fun. You get to go to work with your Sims. You could be in retail, you could be a cop, you could be a doctor, and there's one more thing you can be. I can't really remember. Oh, a scientist. Yeah, you get to follow them, and if you're a scientist and you get all the way through the scientist thing, you can build your own alien portal, and you can go through the portal and go to the alien land and collect stuff from there and maybe mate with some aliens. Or with the doctor skill, you get to cure your patients, help Sims give birth. And retail is one of my favorites because you get to build your own store and you get to run it how you want, hire who you want to hire, and put whatever you want on stock, which is pretty awesome. Like, it could literally be anything. You could just be selling garden gnomes for all the game cares. Another good one was the city living. I really like the apartment life and the idea of having apartment life Sims. And the little things that you can do in town. Again, the festivals I'm really enjoying. I don't really play with this one too much anymore, but I used to love it. Like designing the penthouses and going through the city. I still do that from time to time. And the last one I have for in here is my other bundle. It has Outdoor Retreat and Cool Kitchen stuff. The Cool Kitchen stuff added in ice cream. Cool. That's it. And like aprons and clothes. That's really all there is to it. I think it's cute. And then there's the Outdoor Retreat. You can take your Sims camping. That's my favorite expansion about this one and between the two. Obviously, because Cool Kitchen stuff didn't really do anything. Outdoor Retreat is where it's at. You can go camping with your Sims, and you can meet bears, and you can find the, I don't remember what it's called, but there's this person who lives deep in the woods, and you kind of have to find this cave, and you have to go in it, and it brings you to the deep woods, or whatever it's called, and you can meet her. It's a pretty good addition. The only thing about the Outdoor Retreat is they didn't really think toddlers through because they can't sleep in tents. So I don't know how that's really supposed to work. You could buy them one of those camping couches or whatever they're called and have them nap on that, I guess. That's all you really can do since they added toddlers in after that. And now I'm just going to go through Origin and review the ones I have downloaded. So let me just talk about Parenthood really quick. Parenthood was a really, really good expansion. Like, so far I've been playing it, and you can influence your children. They'll have responsibilities, they'll have manners, empathy, and conflict resolution. And basically, your parenting, you can teach them to, you can influence them to do things, you can influence them to help their needs, you can influence them to basically do whatever. Or you can just leave them alone and they'll either figure something out on their own. They have chores, you can set a curfew. They have a whole new bunch of items that I'm enjoying, like the little building block table. And I really like the journals because it helps Sims get their emotions out in a more healthy way. I remember if my teen Sims before the Parenthood expansion would come home really, really angry and they had brothers or sisters, they would stomp on their dollhouses. And it was just really irritating to fix, and I couldn't do anything about it. Like, I couldn't ground them, I couldn't yell at them. It was bad. So I'm gonna go look at what other games I had that I might have forgot about, and I'll be back. I almost forgot about one of my favorite expansions for The Sims 3. Into the Future. Duh, you can have your sim go through a time machine after they collect these little time capsules that are everywhere, whatever they're called. And then you talk to the time traveler, and they'll let you go through their machine, and you can build robots and all that kind of stuff. I have it laying around somewhere, but I can't seem to find it. It might be in one of my game room drawers. If you want a game room tour once it's put together, let me know in the comments. And I'll have a little poll of what you guys might want to see next, and I'll see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed my Sims expansions. If you want, like, sim hacks or, like, all of the gaming cheats, I have them, because honestly,